guys. Welcome to the Hmongipino Podcast, bringing you love, culture, and having fun to your life. I'm Danga.
And I'm Pack.
And welcome to our channel.
Welcome, everyone. Again, this episode brought to you by Boundless Goodz, a new used good online. Check them out. They have a lot of cool stuff, different stuff from different type of generation, Y2K to vintage items and so on. And also, djdangadang, Soundcloud. Make sure you check it out. There's a bunch of different type of mix on there. You know, I'm pretty sure if you click on one of the mix, you're going to find something that interests you. So check it out. Again, all the information is in our informational bio and description. So, yep. Bubba, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
The weather's getting cooler. It's not as hot in our space, so we're not super sweaty. But it's like the time of the year where everything starts to move really fast.
That's right.
All the Burr months, and then
holidays.
it's like Halloween, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas. So ready for the marathon. How about you? How you doing?
I guess before I even say anything, I just want to apologize to our audience. Our vocals have been kind of off. We just figured it out. Hopefully we did figure it out, right? Hopefully with this. But the last two episodes, we had some issue with our sound. So we apologize for that. We did our best to fix it, and it left some noise. But other than that, yeah, I just want to say we apologize. We're still learning. We're still growing.
Yeah,
so,
and it sucks because
I just
those
wanna
are some of my favorite stuff.
Episode, I know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But
Again, we're here. We're growing all together. Right. That's the most important. I am doing okay. I don't want to say okay. I'm anxious to go home. I'm excited to go home because I haven't seen my mom and dad in a while. So I'm slowly, my mental state is like excited to go home, but also it's nervous to trying to get everything done here. So yeah. That's how I feel right now. Okay, so today our topic, we just want to have fun with our culture, right? The Filipino and the Hmong culture. So we want to talk about, family gatherings.
Yeah.
Because in Hmong family gatherings different there's a lot of different and similarities, right? And I just thought it would be great to talk about it and share what y'all how we experienced it, right? Or just talk about it. Let's have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
So before we even start to compare some of the topics that we want to compare within a Hmong family gathering and a Filipino family gathering, we thought we will just try our best to, I guess, describe and paint the story of what a gathering looks like. So, Bubba, you go first. You go first.
Well, which is convenient because we just came from a family gathering.
That's right.
This weekend. It's been a while since we went to go visit my family, and we went to celebrate my uncle's birthday, as well as everyone's birthday that's celebrated in August, September. So it typically, like a typical family gathering in my family, looks like we'll choose a house. It's usually my mom's house. And like the whole family goes. My mom has 5 siblings, right? And then in my dad's side, it's his siblings are everywhere. So it's mostly like my mom's side of the family, and she'll tell us to come over to the house. There'll be food there. My family likes to drink soju, but typically there's alcohol there to let loose a little bit for the adults. The kids usually are there with their tablets, and then we'll do a catch up with everyone, lots of food and merriment. And then there'll be a part where there's mahjong time. So then some people will play mahjong and do a little gambling. And then I'll probably like offer games or something if people want to play games. And then depending on if we do a second eating, we'll be in food coma and be ready to go home. And I think that's typically what it's like. The gist of how a Filipino gathering is like at my house. How about you? What does a typical Hmong family gathering look like?
Well, at least within my family, I guess I'll try my best to describe and paint it in, like, from my perspective only. So usually in my family, our Hmong culture family, we, like you, similar to, we do choose a location. Depend on the I guess the party, right? Is it a birthday celebration or is it like a Thanksgiving celebration? Because usually Thanksgiving for our family, we do pick a house, like who's gonna host it that year. But other than that, if I do a regular gathering, like let's say just a birthday celebration or maybe like a blessing, like a springtime blessing, I'll say the night before, maybe the men's have gone out to kind of, or the week before prior had to prep the meat, right? So meaning if we are if it was like a wedding, for example, our wedding, there was a pig that was processed, right? That was processed for our celebration, right? So usually stuff like that would happen before the event, and then the day of will be lots of cooking in the morning. My mom will usually cook lots of rice. There'll be lots of rice. Yeah, so lots of food, cook a lot of different type of food dishes cooked based off of, I guess the main course, right? If it's the main protein, right? If it's a cow or pig, or maybe if it's just a chicken ceremony, that right type of celebration. But if not, usually there'll be a big bowl of pho boiling, right? Because our family like to just boil a big bowl of pho that could last the whole day. Everyone's kind of self-serving themselves, right? But okay, so if party usually will start like around 1 or 12 or 2. It depends on the timing, but people usually come earlier to help in our Hmong culture. Like people actually come earlier just to kind of help with the cooking and the prep work, right? That goes into it. But now it's a little bit different. I know a lot of people usually just bring trays now and just kind of it's almost like a potluck kind of style. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Food wise, organization wise, there'll be kids around, lots of kids around playing. I would say now, yeah, not so much in tablet, but a lot of kids will. A lot of my niece and nephew will be playing together, doing something. What else? Okay, so if I enter the house, I will probably shake all the men's hands and give all the women hugs. You know what I mean? So saying hi, everyone's partying. And yeah, throughout the day, there will be a lot of activity. Depends on the type of events, right? Our family likes sequence and a lot of different type of board games, so we'll play that. And yeah, we'll be eating throughout the day. But let's say if it was for Christmas or Thanksgiving, my dad or the household, the household who organized the event would give a speech, just kind of honor everyone and kind of say a speech to everyone and celebrate whatever we're celebrating. But again, I'm only jumping around for different type of Hmong gathering, right? Because we have different type of gathering, birthday celebration to traditional healing and so on. So. What else? I don't want to keep talking. We usually just throughout the day will like just hang out. Well, I just hang out, but yeah, there'll be alcohol depending on the type of event too. What else? Lots of talking and lots of yeah. I hope that kind of gives a quick picture. Yeah. I try my best. I suck at storytelling.
No, that's great. I feel like I want to jump in and like talk about it too. Yeah. Because it's different from my point of view going into your family. Yeah. And then I'm comparing it. And then I'm sure it's different when you come to my family and it's different.
Yeah, I feel like maybe why I'm having such a hard time describing it because my mind's jumping from different type of gathering right now. Like boom, boom, boom. It's going from birthday to Thanksgiving, Christmas to spiritual healing parties to soul calling party, and then I'm just like, oh, that's why I'm like having a hard time describing it because I guess for my a lot of my gatherings, just different type,
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
no, you're
I'll
fine.
talk more about it. But if anything,
So-
yeah, a regular Hmong. Lots of people over my family, at least. Lots of people, majority, all my siblings, all my niece and nephew, my uncles, uncle, aunties who can make it. And yeah,
Okay.
lots of eating.
Well, okay, let's break it down so
Yes.
that way we can
There
easily
you go.
digest it.
There you go. That's
so
what
let's
I'm
say
talking about.
so the first thing that is prominent in both is the food, right? So
Mhm.
food in my family it is like a potluck. Like we'll probably come and bring a tray. Usually my mom and my grandma and my dad will do a lot of the cooking.
Yep.
And yeah, and then that's how, and then yeah, and then like another family would be in charge of dessert or something, and then someone's in charge of drinks, and then but it's usually like potluck style. My
Yeah.
family, my grandma and my mom do a lot of the cooking.
Yep.
From what I see in
Mhm.
your family, going to your family gatherings, everyone contributes. I do see there's the men getting the meat for the protein for the party, and then like your mom and your sisters and everyone doing chopping and working together to put the meals together.
Mm.
That's what I
No,
noticed.
I hear
yeah.
you. I hear you. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's so tough in the Hmong culture. Is at least gatherings. There's so many different type of gatherings, right? So let's just say if it was the protein, right? The main protein for that celebration, whether it's a cow, whatever, or a pig, right? Of course, it will be that, right? Lots of everyone just helping from different parts of the meals that whatever meal is being prepped that day, right? Like for example, like la, right? Cooking la. Lots of the meat will have to be chopped and ground down in order to make the la. There's lots of herb within it too. So usually majority of the time while the men are prepping the meat, the woman's already prepping the herb. So by the time all those stuff are done, it's just put together. Right?
What are some typical
yeah.
dishes you would see at a Hmong gathering?
I'll say la. That's like larb, I guess. That's what in Laos and Thailand. But la, Hmong people say la. There's that. There's
Pho, you said?
there's pho. Yeah, there's pho. Kapon. That's like a curry dish. Curry noodle dish. Let me see. I mean, that's all the grilled meat. I'm saying there's some grilled meat, but traditionally there'll be like boiled chicken or maybe some herb or tofu, like a soup, and then just mixed with salt and pepper, pretty much, right? Taken out to kind of like salt, I guess season, right? There's pork and vegetable. There's like a pork belly dish that I mean is really bomb in the Hmong culture where it goes with this mustard green leaf vegetable. That's like a traditional thing. Yeah, but just a few, right? To talk about it. I mean. But yeah, I mean,
the Filipino
there's
culture,
egg rolls.
yeah.
I know. I mean, the Filipino culture, there's lumpia,
Yeah.
right? So I guess that's some similarity where I feel like when I go to my family culture, my gathering and to your gathering sometime, is the egg rolls. There's usually like a appetizer like that, a roll, right? Some sorts of roll. Usually, maybe my family might be doing spring roll that day. You know what I mean? Your family usually would have some lumpia, right?
Yeah.
So I noticed that, and then even the egg rolls we make and the one you guys make is totally different too.
Yeah.
Our Hmong people sometimes usually put noodles in there, and it's a little bit fatter. Our lumpia, right? It's a little like bigger. Yours is like perfect size, and like small, skinny, yeah, and then more meat. From what I understand, right? Meat and vegetable.
Yeah. Well, it depends.
It depends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I don't think I've had an egg roll at
Really?
your family,
I'm trying
but
to
you
think.
guys had the flat. It's like flat. It's like the
What?
rice paper.
The rice paper noodle.
I mean, I don't know
Oh,
what
you're
it's
talking
called.
about the
It's not like crispy. It's
I know,
like
it's
and
like
then like
sauce.
there's sauce on it, and
yeah.
then
Oh,
yeah.
darn it! I forgot the name, but now I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but that's the only that's the roll I've had. I don't think I've had like a fried.
Well, we
egg roll.
haven't done at least my family. We haven't done arrow in a while. You know what I mean? We do it on a special occasion now, or just because
It's a lot
takes
of work.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
I remember this one time my family did where they rolled a lot of egg roll for a celebration. I think that was the deal breaker where they're like, hey, no more egg roll for a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, we done it recently. I think you weren't there, but I know I enjoyed it because I enjoyed the sauce. I enjoyed the just easily grab and eat.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Lumpia is the staple in my in a Filipino gathering. You'll usually have pancit, lumpia, maybe like some kind of barbecue.
So, that should be your protein side, right?
Yeah. And then lots of, what else is like a typical thing that we usually eat? It's all brown colored. What I like about your
red
Hmong
rice,
food,
I enjoy the red rice.
That one is guaminian though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I like about Hmong food. There's a lot of herbs. There's a lot of cilantro and ginger, green onion.
Well, that's like the
I
difference
think that's
from our
what lacking in
taste.
Filipino dishes. It's a fresh, because we have a lot of garlic, onions,
soy sauce,
and it's like earth tone colors, like a lot of browns, oranges.
A lot of brown.
But you know what I mean? And red, right?
And it's less spicy though. That's the thing with Filipino food. Like,
it's very savory.
Very savory. Sometimes tangy, right? Depends on the dish, but it's not spicy though. Hmong people food are usually
pepper.
There's usually a pepper sauce, a bowl pretty much that will pretty much be gone by the end of the party.
Yeah.
Where you dip in there, so that's where the spice come from. And sometimes even the lye itself is spicy. Depends on the person who makes it. Yeah. I think the difference between our cooking right now is definitely that, right? Like the type of herbs, the type of sauce we use, taste, right? That creates. I do know that dish that your dad makes, the chicken with coconut. That dish thing, what is it called?
Chicken kilaguin.
Chicken kilaguin.
That's also a Guamanian.
That remind me of la.
Yeah.
To me, that's the one I ate it. I was like, oh wow, this remind me of la.
Yeah.
Like the taste. Cause
I'm getting hungry now.
Because of lime, huh? Do you guys put lime in it?
Yeah, lemon.
Okay, lemon, lime,
and onion.
Citrus.
Yeah.
Lots of citrus in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I like how you guys grind the chicken down too, right? So that's something that I found similar in terms of similar dish that I remember experiencing from the Filipino culture, at least your side of the family. Right? Even though it's Guamanian dish, but it's still Filipino from your side. So
so delicious.
Do you guys have a like a soup?
Yeah, well,
like,
arroz caldo is our
arroz caldo
favorite, but we usually do that. Oh, there's sinigang. Sinigang is like a favorite too.
I noticed.
I don't really like it.
I noticed your family don't usually cook that.
Well, my grandma does.
Well,
and
I mean,
my
I
family
just noticed
does like it,
but
not
time.
for like a party.
Yeah, that's the same. Majority of the time, the party, I never get that. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I noticed that, like, I wonder if, like, because at least my gathering, there's usually will be some type of soup. You know what I mean? Whether there's jochoha, which is boiled, pretty much just boiled whatever type of vegetable you have that day. You know what I mean? Where it's like a tea. And then there's usually boiled meat with something, right? And there will be a fried portion. There will be a grilled portion. Depends what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
lots of food.
Yeah. My family, that's more like an appetizer. You know when you go to a Chinese restaurant and you have like wonton soup in the beginning?
I
feel like it's not like a dish that you would bring to the table. But maybe it's my family doesn't want to cook it for a family get together.
Okay.
They want the good stuff. That's why. Okay.
Well, I wonder if that's something that differentiate the way what we have, right? Because I know in our culture, Hmong people do eat a lot of rice. Right? We do like a lot of rice to our dish. I know Filipino too, right? In some way, right?
Yeah.
And we like. I mean, at least why I know I like, and I know I see people like too. We like to mix our rice with soup.
Yeah.
To eat, you know what I mean? And maybe that's why we usually will have a dish that is soupy or something.
Yeah.
It's mixed with
That is like arroz caldo. It's
Yeah.
like rice and like a soup. But I don't like my rice mushy.
Okay. That's a personal preference.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious. Who do you think eat the most rice? The most rice? The Hmong gathering or a Filipino gathering?
I don't know. Well,
From your experience.
no, they both do.
curious.
I mean, like you have more. I'm outnumbered by your
Okay,
family,
yeah.
but we both can eat rice for
Okay.
sure.
That's true.
But your family does go through a lot of rice.
Hmm.
I was saying that I was telling your brother that I liked how your family puts rice in individual bags so people can just like grab it. I was like, man, I was mind blown. I was like, I've never seen that before. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, usually that's something that Hmong people would do in a different gathering, right? Because it's just usually easier to grab your own pack of rice.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't have to put the rice on your dish because the rice take a lot of space. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you could put the rice in your pocket and get whatever you need and go sit down, eat it, and pull the rice out and eat it. You know, so
I thought that was brilliant.
that's something that I appreciate when I see it at different gatherings. So yeah. Anyways, we talk a little bit about food. But let's talk about activity, like how we within our family we do certain things, right? Like my family, we love sequence. We usually host sequence, like the board game sometimes. So we have different days where we dedicate on based on just playing that game, right?
Yeah.
Or Christmas, we had different traditional Christmas games that we play sometimes. I guess at a Filipino side of gathering, something I noticed that our family don't do is we don't karaoke.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
That's
appreciate
right.
that side from the Filipino culture because sometimes it's interesting, it's fun, and even though you might not know how to sing or it's tough for you, it's like it's good training. That's what I see it like. Like it's cool because you get to train with your loved ones and sing songs that everyone knows and laugh and hang out and enjoy. And so, I mean, our family done a couple of times, but it's not a usual thing to see at a Hmong gathering, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the Filipino gathering, it's karaoke.
Yeah.
What's something
or
that,
just singing, like yeah.
True. Singing.
I know there was a phase where my family was way into karaoke, and they were doing it all the time.
Yeah.
And then people were singing the same songs, and people were getting irritated, and they didn't want to karaoke anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to compare. Like, yeah, I'm putting this out there. I'm going to comparing my family to your family. So of course, I know. Maybe in other Hmong family they do have karaoke too, but I know at least from my family to your family, yeah, there's some. You know, you karaoke a lot more.
Yeah,
That's
or
all, right?
we'll talk about old songs, like bring up. There's like, I know, like in this past get together, my uncle was playing old school songs, and they're just vibing out to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. I mean, like, I feel like music is prevalent in our get-togethers.
Yeah, I agree. I'm curious, so do you guys listen to Filipino music? Because I know in my family when we gather, we do have Hmong music playing in the background. I know your family, is based off of a more American pop culture or hip hop. But I'm asking, like, do you think your family like Filipino music?
Not Filipino, not in Tagalog music,
okay,
but Filipino singers. Yeah, like
okay.
I mean, they'll probably sing English songs, or it'll be like a cover, like a really good singer like Jessica Sanchez, and but they're usually covering like American songs. Or my family likes to listen to island music.
Right?
Yeah, they like the island vibe.
I like that vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's something that my family do that your family will do?
Let's see.
From your experience hanging out with my family right now.
You guys can talk. I mean, what's funny is that it's like you guys don't even need a TV in the background because you guys are always conversing and talking, and that's like the big thing in your family, right? In my get-togethers, there's sometimes a TV in the background, or my dad is usually like watching TV, or we're spread out like that. But in your family, it's just everyone's talking.
Well, one is because we have lots of stuff to catch up with and talk, and and it kind of leads to a bunch of stuff, and we just like to talk to
I
each
kind of
other.
like that though.
Yeah.
I mean, like it forces you to talk and
Yeah.
like check in with each other and see what's
Yeah.
going on in your lives. And yeah, I feel like sometimes it's different if you're like the whole family's like watching a screen and then not conversing. And I don't like, we're still having quality time together, but we're not like conversing. So
Yeah, no, I hear you.
yeah, so I think it's great that your family does that, but yeah, it's loud.
We are loud.
Yeah.
We are loud. I don't want to go there yet, but I think something that family do that I don't see more often in your family. We do a lot of pranks.
Oh yeah.
We joke around a lot.
No,
we do a lot of stuff, even to the younger ones.
Yeah. No, we're sensitive.
Yeah, I know you guys are sensitive, so I noticed that. I mean, I just noticed that we joke around like that, in that way where we do pranks. What else in terms of activities? I feel like different. Different. Again, just different. Well, it is because our family a little bit bigger, so we do play more group games.
Yeah.
I noticed that compared to your
Yeah.
family. But other than that, I mean, I feel like activities when you do with your family is fun.
Yeah,
You know?
it usually consists of gambling.
Yeah,
Like,
gambling.
mahjong,
Mahjong.
and then
Yeah, you go.
I do.
You guys do mahjong?
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy playing mahjong now because
Yeah.
of grandma. because of grandma, and I enjoy my time with grandma that way.
Yeah.
I get to hang out with her, and like I really do appreciate those times I get a chance to play with her. So mahjong.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope I remember how to play it all the time, but
Yeah.
it's fun. I think that's something that your family do that I think is cool.
Yeah, and then we'll do bingo and special occasions, but that's also another gambling thing
That's true.
that gets really intense too. They get like two or three different cards, and they get really specific on like getting all of the numbers in the card or like a certain row. Like it's so
see.
intense. Like they're really into that too.
Okay. So based on activity, like I know we kind of talked a little bit about conversations, but what type of conversation happens in a Filipino gathering compared to a Hmong gathering?
It's usually check-ins, right?
Check-ins,
Check in
okay.
what's new going on with your life.
Okay, family
Are
do
you
that too.
married? Do you have any babies?
Are you planning to have a baby?
Planning to have babies?
Are you
It's
done
usually-
with college?
Yeah, it's usually those things,
Okay,
and it
those usually happen in Hmong culture
triggers
too.
it triggers
Yeah.
people. Like
People usually walk away from those type of people who's
Yeah.
gonna plan to ask.
it's always like the older folk asking
Okay.
the younger ones, like, "What are you doing with your life?"
Okay, no,
Um,
true. Like that happens in my family too.
yeah.
Yeah, just like usually those type of catch up, right? Based off of what's happening in certain generations' life, right? Because there's people who's going to school, so what else could you talk about? I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes some older generation don't know how to communicate to the younger generation. They don't ask based off of what's happening in their life, but they could probably ask something different, like maybe what you've been doing in terms of what you like doing right now. You know what I mean? Are you into blah blah blah? Are
Yeah.
you dating? I guess. Oh, never mind. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm throwing a random question that older people ask too. So.
What else happens in conversations?
Well, I guess.
I could tell you how
Yeah, go ahead.
or just going into your family.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Just because there's a language barrier for
Oh,
one.
yeah,
So
yeah,
then when I go to your family gatherings, I'm like, I don't know what anybody's talking about. Like once in a while, you'll translate to me.
Yeah.
Or someone like a sister-in-law will translate if they see me like all confused and feel sorry for me. But usually I'm like a deer in headlights. I don't know what's going on. People are talking about.
Interesting. That's true.
Yeah. And then
That's true. I didn't think about that.
yeah. So now
The language barrier. Huh?
Yeah. So now that I'm practicing learning Hmong,
Yeah.
I'll like understand certain words that come up. I'm like, okay, maybe they're talking about the weather, or
Yeah.
oh, there's something about fish that they're talking about.
Yeah.
So then I'll pick up on a word that I'll recognize. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I think this is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
language
There's
barrier
that.
is such a big thing
There's
going
that
to your
in the-
family's
Yeah,
gathering.
there is that in the Hmong, I guess, gathering, right? Because I still feel like we still keep our native tongue still
Mhm.
as much as we can.
Yeah.
I know a lot of new generation can't speak Hmong as much no more, but I feel like it's still prevalent in our gathering. And you do experience that. I totally forgot. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
And just so you know, when we're all speaking Hmong, I'm such in a moment too that I forget to let you know because I just kind of thought you know. So I mean I don't know. That's my I forget sometime, but that's true. In your gathering, there's not a lot of that, if anything, right? Only your grandma.
Mhm.
Once in a while with your other relative, auntie and uncle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's usually in my family, everyone's speaking English.
Yeah. Mhm.
And maybe they'll throw out some slang, and then I'll translate that to you about what they're talking about. But usually it's English in my
English.
household family
Oh, okay.
household.
Well, I'm proud of you. You're learning Hmong. You are getting really good at it. You could read better than I can. You know, I think that's amazing and keep it up.
Hopefully I'll understand what everyone's talking about.
It's just one step at a time. The hard part is you're with me, so majority of the time we speak majority English, right? But I do my
Yeah.
best to speak Hmong to you once in a while. But when you go home, that's what I feel like. If my mom and dad are close by and they could talk to you more, I feel like you would learn faster.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, but that's okay. Good job. Keep it up. Proud of you. Okay, based on conversations you kind of mentioned earlier, but it's just interesting. I want to know whose family is louder.
Again, being outnumbered by your family, of course yours is louder.
Okay.
Way
It's just noise
louder.
volume.
Here's let me tell you the difference though. Okay, in my family, our laughter is louder. We can like laugh pretty loud.
I
I
can
don't
see
know
that.
why the laugh is so loud, but vocally and speaking wise, your family is loud. And the reason why I feel it's loud is because there's so many people, and then the person that you're talking to needs to hear you. If there's another conversation going on, you have to speak louder.
Yeah.
So then everyone's like speaking louder so they can be heard. And it's
True.
like,
I mean,
that's why,
I can hear that.
that's why it's so loud.
Yeah, I can see that too.
There are times
can see that too.
where you know when it gets so loud, and then I don't know what happens in your ear, like kind of like there's like ringing,
Yeah, well,
just
like
because it's so loud.
or you just come back
Yeah.
from something that's loud in your
Yeah.
ear just kind of like it's the ring, but it's
Yeah,
just like
it's like,
exhausted.
what? Yeah, that's what it is. I
No,
mean,
I hear
I
you.
think sometimes, or maybe like the space is so small with so many people, and it's just loud, very loud. I wonder if all
I feel like
Hmong
Mm,
gatherings are like
loud?
that. It's just loud.
yeah, I think some. No, I mean, not a lot. I'm just saying. I'm just going based on my family. But I just feel like my family, we speak with lots of passion sometimes. So it comes out loud normally. Our lowest tone is still loud.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, our family is pretty loud. My side family. Yeah, I guess we. Your family is loud, but in a different way. Like you're right about the laughter.
Yeah.
I think your family do laugh pretty loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else?
That's
about
interesting. No. It's just interesting to kind of, I guess, give this a space to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Family gathering. Since we're married now, right? And then it's interesting to just, and not just that, we're different ethnicity too. So we do have, when we go to different gatherings, it has many similarity and also lots of difference in terms of family gatherings and
I have a question.
yeah.
Sorry,
Go
I
ahead.
cut you off.
It's okay.
Is there a Hmong time? You know how there's Filipino time, which is a little bit later than, the designated start time.
I'm trying to think about
is there
it.
a Hmong time? I feel like Hmong time is early.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you. It was like, I don't think we have a Hmong time where we'd be late. Hmong time is like you're kind of expected to be there early.
Yeah.
Like you're like, let's say the party is at 1, you're really there at like
8
9,
o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
One is because we do that because we want to go out to go help with the labor and whatever is needed to be done. The other one is just maybe it's something just a culturally we don't expect it, but it's something we act of service, right? We're going back to what I mentioned last time, and it's just an act of service of showing love and support. Sometimes I like to go early because I want to spend more time.
Yeah.
To me, I don't like showing up late and don't all you do is just eat and bounce. Like I don't like that, you know what I mean? Like I love to go early to help and laugh and through the whole process, eat, still enjoy, talk, eat more, hang out still, you know what I mean? 'Cause I like the whole hanging out, you know, being there and like you know, just really really trying to make memories, you know. So I know it's true what you said. I liked how you think that way, like
what?
No, the Hmong time's early. I agree with you. I that's what I was gonna say that. Yeah, for me, I don't think Hmong time is showing up late. Hmong time is really showing up earlier than people expect it to just kind of help and support and show your act of service and love, support. Yeah. How about you? Filipino time is late.
Yeah, late. I don't know why. It's not that we're not showing love, but it's just. We have a lot to do, and we overestimate our time, or our time management is not good. I don't know.
Or you just want to show up late. Don't you think it's just a natural,
like
it's a real fashion, intention? Like you really, I'm gonna show up late. It's cool, because I know I do my best to show up early as possible if I can. If anything, that's why I try my best.
Yeah.
At least on time, you know. I like to be on time. Sometimes okay to be late, but
I don't think we purposely are late on purpose.
Yeah, it depends on what you do, I guess. Yeah.
But I just think our time management is not that great.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. Good job, Bubba. Is there anything you want to say based off family gathering right now, Bub?
I enjoy family gatherings.
I do.
It does take. I mean. I think every special occasion where you get to see your whole family is a blessing and a great time. And yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate the food and the quality time and the memories.
The memories, that's really important. So I hear you. Family gathering is such an interesting place to be at, and such a, what do you call it? It's so warming to be at, and I wish everyone has that. Yeah. I hope everyone has that, right? It's just a safe, at least for me, at least from my side of the family. I love being there because I just feel comfortable. I feel safe. I feel comfortable to be who I am, and that's a place where I hope everyone has, if anything, right? So I wish that for everyone.
We're gonna get into it the remaining of the year.
That's true. All the holidays coming up. I hope you guys are planning to spend some great quality family time. So yes. All right, Bubba. Is that all we're gonna talk about gathering today?
Yeah.
Or is there?
I'm hungry now.
Tip of the day.
Tip of the day.
Tip of the day.
I think I was thinking about what my tip would be, and I would suggest just taking more pictures and videos in your family gatherings. I think true. Just because time is moving so fast, and and I don't like to think about it, but there's a time where people transition to another place. So I think having like my family likes to do a picture at the end of the party, just to remember that moment. And and then I know your family likes to record a lot, and
nowadays we're in the recording days.
And I think that's so great because you can look back and when you guys were sharing stuff you guys had from so long ago. I was like, wow, I
Yeah.
think that's so amazing to have those memories. So my tip would be to take more pictures, take more videos, and
Yeah.
remember your moments with your family.
Sure, I agree with you. I do that a lot in my family. If anything, I try my best to take photo, and record too, because I know everyone wants to, but sometimes you're such in a moment that you forget. So
Yeah.
for me, I know I purposely try my best to take photo of everyone, or if a selfie, or even if I have a camera, I'll take a photo of everyone. So I hear you on that. I guess for me, my tip for based on the topic we're talking today is to try your best to get to know somebody else that you're not super close with in your family. I think that is really important because I feel like everyone in the family wants to get to know each other sometime, but just don't know how to. So it takes effort sometimes to just do your best to get to know someone else in a different way, because you would never know that you all have similar thoughts and ways of being too, and it just makes stuff a lot more fun. You know what I mean? When you get to know
Yeah.
everyone in a different personal way, and you get to enjoy the time, and you get to make more memories in a different way. You know, and if anything, I feel like, you know, especially in my family, it's such a big family that I do my best to spread myself everywhere. I don't want to just be in one corner all the time, you know, because I love everyone in my family the same way, and I truly value them individually the same way. You know what I mean? So I give them the time as much as I can.
Yeah.
But I recommend that. Get to know someone in your family that you usually don't talk to the way you talk to the other cousins or brother or sisters, you know, because just do your best, because I feel like that's something that you will never regret.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. I
All
agree.
right.
Great
All
job.
right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had a great time. We're doing our best to kind of bring more culture into this experience, and we really truly appreciate everyone who have given some feedback and like or share. If you enjoy this more, please like and share. We're doing our best to just have fun with y'all and grow.
And also follow us. Follow us. Subscribe to us.
Yes,
Let
yes.
us
Follow us.
know.
We are on all platforms, YouTube, everywhere where you can find podcasts. And we are here for y'all. So if you have any questions or anything y'all want to talk about, feel free to comment and leave those in the comment, and we'll do our best to talk about it. We love you guys, and thank you so much for being here with us. Let's continue growing. We are Hmongipino, and we are out.
Bye.